chefs I follow, he say he be getting some seasoning out of Buc-ee's. They got a section in there like that.
Oh, we live. Nigga went down to Miami and came back on some other shit. Supposed to be sharing, bro. While you on that damn phone.
Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You look big crazy.
Okay, Shantae.
You supposed to be sharing, bro.
I see it just popped up on my phone.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
I said big man, but it's not the. Beep, beep, beep. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, bow.
We're gonna be a good night.
What happened?
I didn't pull up the internet.
Mm.
It's okay, I'm running on Wi-Fi. It's fine. We in the house.
We in the car. We in the car. We're doing things that the girls don't do. Beep, beep, beep. Boom, boom, boom. Pow. What up, though? What up?
To the petty church with Pastor Drinkle, the Alice Diva, coming live out your speakers. Hey, welcome to the petty church. You pay your tithes with them likes and views. If you ain't petty, don't sit on these pews. Welcome to the petty church. Come get your blessing, it just might get messy. Stay out your feelings or just keep on stepping. Welcome to the petty church. Hey, hey, welcome to the petty church. Hey, hey, we are gathered here.
You better get up there like, what's her name? What's the Clark sister's mama name?
Madam Moss.
Yes. Like Madam Moss. Give me that gum.
I ain't killing it.
Oh, Sister Maddie. Period.
Tuesday, so y'all gonna do devotion.
What Tiffany said?
You gonna do devotion.
We can't do devotion till D spit this gum out.
Am I that bad with it? Okay.
She said you said you was coming.
Who?
7. I'm coming together. What you mean, bro? My best
We
friend.
live, bro. We live.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, good.
Hey, it is Tuesday. I am drinking the Eyelash Diva. Happy Tuesday. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with B again. As many times as he tries to walk out, it does not happen, but he does. Thank y'all for tuning in last Tuesday to the little brief moment we had. Cut your phone down. To the little brief moment we had while we was at at B's house. Shout out to D. We had to send some prayers up for D that runs our camera, Turner Film. So we want y'all to put all the hearts in the comments today. D spit that gum out. Hallelujah, won't he do? And oh crap. So today we're gonna talk about if I can get my phone. So today we're gonna talk. Is it okay to date someone who is married but separated? Is it okay to date someone that is married but separated?
First of all, you have to introduce me. You didn't introduce me on tonight.
I did introduce you.
No, you said
Unfortunately, I'm here with me.
You were stuck with me. You're not stuck with me because
Oh, then it's stuck.
when you was gone last 4-5 days, was some great times. I really got some rest. Nobody was worrying me.
Bing, 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 boom, boom, boom. So, that's B to my right. Say what up, B.
What happened?
Yeah, I know B is always in the building with me. If he's not, then I'm not doing the show. Because we are a team. We do things together. So if one can't do it, we both can't do it. That's just how I roll. That's just how I rock. And then, too, I'm not driving all the way to East Boogafoot just to do this show by myself at night. So that's another thing. I need a mind with me that can protect me and serve this country the right way.
I don't know about serving no country. But you know, I look out for me and mine.
But yeah, so we're just gonna get into it tonight. We ain't gonna hold y'all long. We're gonna discuss it because it's kind of broad when I'm saying, like, is it okay to date someone who is married but separated? And then there's also, can you date somebody that's in a relationship but not married? Because relationship still means you filed your taxes, had a household, and single.
Say that last one again.
You heard what I said, and I said what I said.
In a relationship.
Can you be with somebody that's in another relationship? Because they are still considered to be single. They still file head of household and single on their taxes. They're not married.
That's some side piece shit, ain't it?
Marriage is side piece too, ain't it? My foot itches. Something bit me over here. What in the ankles is going on?
Been down there in the seawater and all that kind of
I tore my little ankle up. But yeah, so we're going to get into it. We're going to kick it off. It is what it is. Let me give a special shout out. I see people. Hey, Mellow Mel. Hey, Shantae. Tiffany. May. Hey, Rochelle. That's who I like to see so far. My phone will pick back up in a minute. But thank y'all for tuning in. Drop those bells in the comments if y'all are here.
It's dark. It's dark.
What?
It's
We
dark.
dark.
We dark on the screen. We might have to turn them top lights on, yeah.
Why I'm reading it like I ain't got no neck? Look how I read. I'm like, There you go, dude. Yeah, they need to get into this unit. Because these edges slick for the guards.
Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Oh, you finna say something? You want to get into it? Oh, okay.
I got to brush my beard tonight, people, but y'all bear with me.
Yeah.
It's all good. It is what it is, though.
It sure is. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Now, again, is it okay to date somebody that's married but separated? So, separated in different houses for me.
Okay.
If y'all moving and grooving on two different levels. Because I know getting a divorce takes time. It's a process. You know, you have to pay out money. Y'all may have some things together, some insurance policies, some 401k. Y'all got a child support. Like, I don't know y'all marriage situation, depending on how many years it's been. Y'all have a lot of things together, houses, bills and stuff y'all have accumulated together. So, you know, I know that's a lot to deal with. So if y'all are separated and in separate houses, then yeah. If y'all still married in the same house, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because honestly and truthfully, you know, I'm an open book, so I know I've done it before. I've done it once, and that's why I know what I'm not going to do going forward. You know what I'm saying? But it was a situation when I met that person, they was not in the same house. You see what I'm saying? They went back.
So how that work? You still like sleep in the same bed?
Right. So let's get into it tonight. So what I didn't understand was if you separated and you have moved out, that means you have moved away from the situation. That means in order for you to leave your threshold where you pay bills at and move somewhere else, that means you over it. But then when you go back, what does that mean for the other person that you have now started this situation with? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all move forward? You know, like, y'all got keys to each other places. Y'all pay bills together. Y'all do stuff together. How does that work?
So let's slow it down and make it plain for me. So what you saying is,
you meet somebody that's married and they separated, but they stay off. They stay somewhere else. They don't stay at home.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Now you said something about you together, you separated, but you in the same house.
Because some people do be separated and still in the same house.
That's what I'm asking. How that work? You still sleeping in the same bed?
Because you know they do. And then you a fool if you think they don't sleep in the same bed.
So technically,
you still doing what you supposed to be doing.
Right, but we just
tore my ankle up.
We just do what we doing when we outside the house.
Right.
That's foolery.
Yeah. Dope.
That's just might as well just be having an open relationship,
That's
right?
coonery, fuckery, and foolery. All three. Put them all together. Don't leave them out. So here's the thing. So, Shantae said that man gonna want to keep us as side pieces with the wife or husband. So my thing is, and when I saw the post, it dawned on me because sometimes a lot of people do be separated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people who are in that situation now, separated, but they just may not be able to afford to go do the divorce type situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a lot. You know, that's a lot to take your kids through. But then there's also a lot for your kids to see that y'all are not together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people... Oh! This just hit me in my spirit. Oh, Lord, this just hit me in my spirit. Belle said mosquito. Some tore my ankle up, Belle. I don't know. Hey, Belle. Hey, Belle. Hey, Belle. I'm sorry. I'm back. Anywho, so, this dawned on me, and it hit me in my spirit real hard. I'm just there for the kids.
But that is major, though.
You don't think your kids know that you and her arguing? You don't think your kids know that y'all ain't on one accord?
That's true, but it's still a difference when, you know what I'm saying, an argument than you're not in the same crib. You know what I'm saying? It's still a difference. So, I just don't feel, me personally, I don't feel people should be in relationships for just the kids. Because, you know what I'm saying, that means you living your life miserably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to keep your kids happy, which one day your kids going to grow up and go live a happy life, and you done live 30, 40 years in a situation where this nigga was whooping your ass. You know, you taking mess, all of that, just to say, you know, me and your daddy stayed together.
What about if he taking mess from the mom?
Either way. It's not right either way, you know what I'm saying? So, and it is some situations where women stay with men stay with women, just to keep that family unit, because, you know what I'm saying?
They said they grew up and they had a single parent home, so they want to make this home work and all that generational curses we trying to break. But, you know, all of that we get and all of that we understand. But at the same time, you have to realize that if that's a situation that you're choosing to be in, don't bring somebody else into that. You know what I'm saying? That's selfish. Because if you know in the back of your mind that you still in this situation because your kids, then you don't need to be seeking out for somebody else's attention. And that's just realistic. Because what you're doing now is bringing in somebody else's soul ties to you. Because now y'all going to be having sex. And then the feels start to come. When the feels start to come, then that's when the BS come. Now you're mad because this person ain't answering their phone. Then now you're mad because you can't see them when you want to see them. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes with that. That's why I was like, if you're separated and y'all in separate homes and y'all doing whatever, then that's something different. Because, see, once y'all... Okay, this is how I look at it. This is the home that y'all built together as a family. Home, apartment, wherever y'all stay. This is it right here, okay, in this triangle. Once y'all go outside of that triangle and move on, guess what that told me? That now that marriage is null and void. Because what you're not going to do is leave your house. I don't care how mad you get at a person, you're not going to leave your whole marriage altogether. You know what I'm saying? Like, pack your stuff up and leave. That means now you're telling me that you're over it if you leave it.
That makes sense, though.
Right. So if you're separated in two different homes, I could understand that, because that means one of y'all may be in a situation where, you know, it's beneficial for you to do it the way that y'all doing it. You know, some people don't want to go through the whole child support situation, the custody situation. They don't want to do that. They want to keep it the way that they want to keep it. Some people, I think, feel like they stay married on paper, then they won't get the other person benefits. You know what I'm saying? All the insurance, all the 401k, all your personal info. Some people keep that on to the other person. Because it don't matter. Because if you'd have been married to this person on paper over 10 years and something happened, and they still got you listed as their main priority as their wife in their 401k, you get all that anyway.
Yeah.
I had a lady come sit at my desk when I worked at the bank. She told me that man told her when he left her, he said, I'll never give you another dime. I'll never do nothing for you until I leave this earth. She was old, so you know that's how she said it.
Real glad, man.
She said it with her spirit. When that man died, that lady came in there and cashed a $300 and some $1,000 check from Mac Wayne. She got all his 401k. And that was just a portion of it.
I got out the grave.
Baby, she said, I went to that grave and did him like this. Well, who got it now? Because your wife that you with now ain't got it.
Yeah.
But you got to be mindful what you doing when y'all doing that paperwork.
Read my comment.
What makes it? I can't judge anyone. However, the ink needs to be dry, and I need to see the seal from the judge to know it is officially over. That's May 101. Some people don't care. They are just doing them. You are still married. You have to be careful because if you die, that wife still controls everything. I'm not staying in a loveless relationship, marriage, or even a friendship. That part.
My. Well,
Y'all know, wait a minute. Y'all know when mama mad. Mama said you should never put the kids in your shit. Never. You know your mama be mad when she cuss. Because she don't cuss. What she do? She cuss.
you believe that?
I'm trying to make Big Red seem like she an angel.
Man,
yeah,
please.
she'll cuss you out of the heartbeat.
You believe that if you want
she done cut
to.
some plenty of days out of Green Acres. Plenty of days.
That's just in the bloodline. Baby.
So, Glamour Girl said, be upfront because I'm upfront. Cornica said, you shouldn't be in a relationship for anyone other than the two of you. The heck. You can curse on here. It's okay to curse.
Right, this is not
real church. It's okay to curse. But no, my thing, a lot of times, marriages go the way that it go, and some people marry the representative. And as they get into the marriage, that person starts to form into the person that they never knew. And so now you in a situation where you 5 years in it, and you just now learning this real person. Because who you marry is what you thought that person was going to be forever. I remember when I first started talking to somebody, B and my daddy both, and my auntie said it. And they collectively, individually said it differently, but they all said the same thing. Be careful of the representative. Is this person going to continue to be this same person? My auntie said give it a year from now. If he the same person he is right now, a year from now, you good. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, on the other hand, I'm the only girl. I'm the only child. So it hits a whole lot different coming from his daddy. Coming from my daddy. So my daddy was like, you got to be careful how he moving and he grooving. You got to see if that's going to be a continuing pattern. If that's what he's going to uphold. He said this right before he died. B said, in B language, I need to know if the nigga going to continue to do what he doing. Because he's starting out good, but is he going to keep this shit up? You know what I'm saying? But they all collectively said the same thing. So when you meet somebody, what's that conversation if you at home and you separated? Because, you know, I'm going through a divorce sounds good.
Well, some people tell the truth and some folks lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's just...
Keep it on B.
That's just with certain men, period. You know... I say this all the time. I feel that you should tell a woman up front
right.
what it is, what you're looking for, or what it's going to be, or what I'm trying to do. Instead of dragging them out 6 months.
What it is, Hope. Or
what's up?
Can a nigga get in them guts?
Up front, though.
Up front.
You feel me? So, if you do that up front, we done told you what it is. Some women respect it, some don't. And then some, you know, they want a nigga to drag them out 6 months. Right. Then when he get what he want, he gone. Then you looking crazy.
Right.
So, you know,
right.
receive that up front and what he talking about it. Don't be, oh, that's all you want.
But if he,
this is what I'm telling you though. You know
what kills me is when people say, I want you to be 100 with me. I want you to be honest.
They
with
don't
me.
though.
But you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. See, it be coming in my spirit. It's in my spirit. Lord, when it's in my spirit, I got to let it out. Stop telling folks that you want them to be 100 with you and you want them to keep it real, you want them to be themselves, stop telling people that, because see, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that from us. Like, you're going to get that from us. You're going to get that honesty from us. And it's going to hurt. It's going to sting and it's going to burn. But what other way would you have wanted me to? What you always say, don't lie to me, kick and fly to me. Like, why would I do that? So if I'm in a situation or if I'm married, I'm going to tell you up front, look, yes, on paper, I'm married. Legally, I'm married. I'm separated. I'm in 2 separate houses. He over there doing what he do. I'm over here doing what I'm doing. Or she over there doing what she do. I'm over here doing what I'm doing. It's nothing wrong with keeping it 100. Right now, I'm in a situation where I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to regroup because I'm going through it. I'm emotionally hurt. There is no way you could have been married to somebody and you come up out of that thing with no feels,
That's
none.
That's a lot.
Now, that's a hot God lie.
No matter what.
No matter what the situation is.
And that's what niggas too. A lot of niggas be trying to act like they hard.
Like they hard.
Boy,
you hurt.
If you love that woman, you know what I'm saying? Some hit you.
I think what makes it so difficult is when people feel like, because they in these situations, like they can't be happy. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes you married the wrong person. Sometimes you married a person for many different reasons that ain't the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I married this person because I didn't want my kids to grow up without a father in the home. Or I married him because he giving me stability and, he was a provider. But you don't love him and you cheating on him with his brother. It happens.
Damn.
It happens. I watched it on TikTok. It happens.
And sometimes too, man, it's just, everything was good and it was all together, but you just grew apart.
And you get the elevation in the relationship and in the marriage. And then you find out, you compatible with somebody else. You mesh well with somebody else. Y'all blend better. Y'all do better. Yeah. That happens.
And like, what we were saying before we got on, everybody can't rock with your vision or see things the way that you see it. So, that right. can kind of throw stuff off as well. So
that part.
Yeah. All that go into play, man. But to answer the $1 million question on tonight.
Can you do it?
Can you do it?
Can you date somebody who's married but separated?
Well, morally, you're not supposed to, right?
Oh, okay. Morally.
All right.
But let the thottish.
Yeah, well, let me take my ticks here. Let me take my ticks.
Just give my bell ready.
All right. So morally, right, like they say, let me bring you over here on Bible ground. Mm-hmm. That's wrong, right? Uh-huh. But we're living in a society and a day and time where who's listening to morals these days? Mm-hmm. Folk doing every damn thing. Right. So we just can't scour this topic when all the other ones are messed up out here.
When you've been shacking for 30 years.
Forever. You know what I'm saying? So, uncle and auntie been living together 100 years. We ain't know they weren't married, but they wasn't.
Right.
You feel me? So, no, you're not supposed to do it. But, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But my thing is this. OG told me this. Yo, if you gone out your house, like, you know what I'm saying, you was married, and y'all say we separated, and you gone for 6 months, that shit over with anyway.
That shit over with.
You know what I'm saying? Because it don't take your body and your mind 21 days to refocus. So you've been gone 6 months. You're definitely refocus in there. Now, sometimes folk go back together. Hell, I know a situation where these folk that fell out and shot at each other and they back in bliss.
In bliss.
You feel me? Like now, that can't be me.
Fools. We still over here mad.
You feel
Y'all
me?
over here happy.
That can't be me now. I ain't saying I'm finna go back and you to fire some shots at me. I'm done with you.
Period.
But it's some issues that then went back like that. But
Period.
I'm just saying, like, 9 times out of 10, man, if you gone 6 months, you and another thing too, what people don't realize is in those situations is when you come out of that and you experiencing certain freedoms and certain movements that you can do on your own without answering to nobody. And I'm not saying that answering like, you know what I'm saying, you my dad or you my mama. but answering for as out of supposedly respect. When you moving freely how you want to, man, that shit hard to go back to, man.
Poor nigga said not 21 days.
Okay, anything, when they tell you when you trying to change your diet or your workout pattern and stuff, if you do that for a consistent 21 days, or if you detox yourself for 21 days, your body takes a transformation, right? It changes over because that's how long it takes for a pattern to set inside of your body and mind. Supposedly, that's how it's supposed to be. So if you go on 6 months, you free, you go out when you want to, you coming in when you want to. If somebody's saying something to you, you entertaining, then hell, you ain't studying that no more, man. Yeah, so now you ain't supposed to date them, but hell, they do it.
I think, for the most part of it, and a lot of people like, well, I never do this and I never do that. I ain't gonna never tell you what I never do. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna never tell you that I ain't never did something, because I have.
I swear, my grandma used to tell me this all the time, and it was, I always used to be like, what the hell that mean? But she say, never ain't got no home.
That part.
So if you don't understand that, don't say what you ain't gonna never do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You never know what situation you'll end up in, or who you may meet, or how the chips may fall, or whatever. I just know, in situations where, that's why I was like, also, when somebody is in a relationship and then they meet somebody else and they start talking, how does that work? Can you date them or be with them or whatever? Because technically you still file your taxes, head of household, and single. So
relationships, women, I guess it just depends on, how you look at it. But a lot of times, mostly women be wanting to throw the commitment on it, right? Mm-hmm. So when
it's some dudes too now.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, it's some dudes.
But women always say, I thought we was in a committed relationship.
Some dudes.
Yeah, I mean, I think dudes use it when something went left for them. They use it in like conveniency. But anyway, I think a lot of times when stuff go down and women say, I thought we was in a committed relationship, you really ain't committed until you say I do to me. You feel me? That's what really make you committed.
Say that one more time.
You're really not committed in a relationship until you say I do, because I do kind of like, make it, of course it's supposed to be holy and all that kind of can on. But, yeah, when you just dating somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can slide in. They ain't really necessarily committed. We shouldn't do it if that's the person we like, right?
Right.
But
if you're exclusively dating this particular person, then you do your.
So exclusively and committed, is that a difference? Or you should be committed if you exclusively dating them?
That part.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
So when you're doing that, you just have to take into considerations that person's feelings. But if you're telling them, oh, I'm dating, in a sense of multiple people, like I go out with this person, I kick it with that person, me and this person does these things on this weekend, me and this person does these things on another weekend. Like, you have to be blunt and have to be in a realistic realm when you talking to people. Even if you're married and in a situation, or you're married and you're going through separation, you still have to communicate that to the next person. Hey, look, I got so-and-so going on. This is what it is. This is how it is. Because, see, what my mama used to tell me when I was younger, and I had started dating, she was like, on your mad day is when you'll find out a lot about a person. Wait till somebody get mad and you'll find out a lot about them. Wait till somebody get hurt and you'll find out how much they'll hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Them two things. And then she always told me, every bitch got a purpose and every hoe got a plan. And it always stuck with me. And I couldn't understand it. I was like, every bitch got a person and every bitch got a purpose, every hoe got a plan. And then when I got older and I started hanging around folks, and I was like, oh, so that's that bitch purpose and this is that hoe's plan. I get it now. You see what I'm saying? So the thing of it is you just have to communicate. Like if you're married and you separated, say that, look, I'm married, I was married X, Y, and Z. Me and this person ain't together. But this what it is, and I'm going to lay it out. I respect that person when I need to respect that person. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these kids, when it comes to whatever, I'm going to respect them. If it's a family function and they show up, I'm going to respect them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. You have to lay that shit out, because some people, and then if you in a relationship and you got some other shit going on, you need to translate that. Hey, I ain't happy. I'm outside today. Tomorrow I may not be outside. But that needs to be a verbal conversation, because see, what it boils down to is that some people get mad at you for a situation that your home made. I didn't make the decision to walk out that door. You made that decision. I was just out here doing me and being a civilian. You see what I'm saying? You chose me. I ain't choose you. You know what you got going on. I don't know what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? You just have to put that in the cards and let it be real. And a lot of people don't get that and see that. So that's why it be so much BS when it comes down to these married, separated, relationship ties and this, that, and the third. Just because y'all stay together, break bread together, and y'all been together over 10 years, baby, if y'all ain't married, that nigga owes you nothing. That woman owes you nothing. If she choose to get up today or tomorrow, that's her choice. If he choose to get up today or tomorrow, that's his choice.
Yeah. I do think that the respect level is definitely important, and that play a major role, because a lot of times, and I know certain situations end ugly, and you know what I'm saying, but I think when you're separated or whatever, and you got kids, you need to have some type of respect for each other, for those kids. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, man, I hate to see this, and it happen all the time, is that women use their kids for weapons towards that man.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing it right now.
You feel me? And I don't care what went on in that relationship with you and that man, or that man and that woman, man, that ain't got nothing to do with them kids. Right. And I don't care if y'all want to kill each other, but when y'all in front of them kids, y'all need to act civilized. And you know what I'm saying? But to me, respect is right, major. And you know what I'm saying? And that's key, but a lot of folks don't do it.
A lot of folks still be bitter, and a lot of folks still be hurt. And you know what makes me not understand stuff, and I be trying to wrap my head around why people do what they do when it comes to them kids. Okay, so if I met you and you was already in a marriage and a situation, you was in the fucking wrong from the beginning. If you was talking to me as a man or a woman. Okay, and we conceive a child together, then you still in that situation. You was dead ass wrong, because you came at me knowing that you already had a prior situation going on. Okay, so now we move on. Now we in current situations where we in relationships now, we in marriages now, we got kids together. You can't get mad at me and hold my kids for me.
No.
You can't use my kids as pawns. You know what I'm saying? And you can't. What you can't do is make me pay child support and then don't let me see my children. Because a lot of y'all just do that too.
That's head busting tendencies right there.
Yeah, that'll get your whole forehead scarred up real quick.
You cashing in.
Cashing in, but I can't see my children. Let me tell you something. If Jalen finna be 21. If that man called me today and said Jalen need to come stay with me, what? I don't care. Jalen don't stay with me no way, but I'll be happy to hear that. You know, when I had a situation with Jalen, he went and stayed with his dad. I was happy that he was here in that position to get him. You know what I'm saying? Give us a break. Me and my friend Gina talk about this all the time. You know what I'm saying? She is one of the ones that we talk about this all the time. I am always a mother. My mother guard never is turned off until now. Like, to be honest, because he's separated and he finding himself now. Because he becoming a man. My mother guard has always been on. I never was able to turn it off. He would make me so mad, I would tell him, I wish I could be a mammy. I wish I could be a mammy. What's a mammy? I said, leave your little ass at home with noodles and go out and party and do what I want to do. Don't come home for 3-4 days. Dudes in and out the house, sofa sitting, taking baths, all of that. Like, I wish I could do that. When you start spazzing out and I'm doing all I can for you, I wish it was some days I could be a mammy. Yeah. Like some of these baby daddies that don't be there. I wish I could do it, but I couldn't. So my thing is, when y'all get in these marriages and these situations, just because y'all done fell out don't mean you fall out with your kids. Them still priorities. Them still people that y'all got to take care of collectively.
Yeah, because even when you paying child support, man, that ain't gonna, that ain't gonna talk to that child that needs you. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, at this day and time where we living in, and if you got boys and girls, but if you got boys, man, you need to be in the boys' life for sure.
That part.
That ain't no just, you know what I'm saying? I heard a dude say this one time in the barbershop. He had brought his son with him to get a haircut. And he was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I normally don't bring him to get his haircut. I let his mama do that because I pay child support. Boy, that's still your son,
That's
though.
still your son.
And that's a sacred time.
That's bonding time.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That you and that boy needs to spend together. I remember back in, you know, the GA days when I really didn't have time, my boy's mom would take them to the barbershop for me, or if I had something to do, you know what I'm saying, I would take them, you know, she would take them or whatever. But I really didn't ever care for it because that's time that you should spend with your boys. Like, that's an experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A daddy taking his boy to get his hair cut in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of women that do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't no daddy. But a lot of dudes, man, they feel that the child support, you know what I'm saying, you mad because you getting this taken out of your check every month. And I know that could be frustrating, but you still got to have that love for them children, man. You got to be there for them kids.
I would say respectfully, and I said it to your face and I said it to her face. That could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? She could have been selfish and she could have held the boys from you. She could have said, well, now I want to keep my own children. But the fact, as a mother, your first instinct is to know them boys need to be with their daddy. Because you can't teach, let me tell you something, almost 21 years, I can still not teach him how to be a man. I can do my part as a mother, but I can't do my part as a man. He still needed those men tendencies, which is why he's spazzing the fuck out now, trying to find himself, because he didn't have that male father figure inside that home every day, all day, to get in his behind, punch him in the chest when he's standing up doing something stupid. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not saying physically, but mentally and emotionally. A mother's job is just nurturing. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's our job. A father's job is to be just that, a father, to be a man. We don't even pee the same. Some of y'all pee like us now. I don't know why, but that ain't got nothing to do with
What?
it.
Hold on.
And realistically.
What?
The ones who think they women. But I'm just saying. So that's why I had to address that. Most stand up.
We
We don't stand up.
shit.
Some of these women, they want to stand up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that you is what you is and you ain't what you ain't. And that is what, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
My point is we cannot do that. And I know a lot of people be like, you know, they get in these relationships and they go get with these girls that look like little boys. And then y'all think that they're supposed to suffice for a daddy. That is still a woman. Y'all both cycles on at the same time. How can she teach little Bobo how to be a man when she over here trying to figure out if she want to wear a tampon and boxers? Make it make sense.
I'm going to let you have all that, because, you know, they be ready to cut me up when I talk.
But I'm just saying, and I can speak from that. Now, you may have some people that come in your life that's influential to your kids. That's a different level. You know what I'm saying? When you got somebody that's trying to help, that's a different level. Because you got some who strictly think in their mind that they men. They're still not men. They're still women. They can only do certain parts of it. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot hold that against them. If you got somebody that's willing to take care of somebody's child that ain't yours, you ought to be happy for that. Because that's a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's what, going back to that, when you're married and you're separated and you meet somebody, you need to know these folks' background. You need to know what you're getting into. How many children come with this package? How many wives you done had before? How many baby mamas you got?
What's your baby limit is?
What baby limit? 2. 3 if they grown. 2. The limit is 2. 3 if they grown. When I say grown, it's over 10. You got a 5-month-old or a toddler.
So you ain't babysitting?
Fuck no. I got a toddler at home. Shit, that dog is enough. I ain't cleaning up behind nobody else. Ain't nobody else sleeping in the bed with me. I'm not waking up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not finna argue with your baby mama. Because see, y'all still at that point where y'all arguing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that fresh baby. She still mad. She going through postpartum. Her feelings up and down. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for her to be calling my phone 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Charles over there. Yeah. I can't do that with you. I'm too grown for that. I have to be up at 3:45. So she calling at 2:30 in the morning. I'm pissed. Because you done woke me up out of my sleep asking what Charles is. I don't care. What you said? Charles is not a real person for y'all try to go through my timeline looking for a Charles. That's just a name I use. But I'm just being realistic. You have to get to know these folks.
Y'all, what y'all kid limit is out here, man?
I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I say that because not just because he's my best friend, but I say that because I have been around him in that relationship and I see how it works. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome for a mother to release her kids and not be selfish to their daddies and let their daddies take on that responsibility as a man. That's major. You know what I'm saying? And still be a part of their life. I'm not saying she's not a part of their life because she is. She's still a part of their life. They still know who their mama is. You know what I'm saying? It's just the roles have reversed. Like they had that conversation. But it's some folks out there that don't have that conversation. It's some folks that's taking care of children that came into the marriage with them. You know what I'm saying? And they still find ways to, you know, when you separate it, you need to break that down. Look, this child is not technically my child, but that's my child. You need to let that new person know I'm taking care of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that falls for you, they're going to fall for you and your children. If they don't love your children, then they don't love you. And that's just on Big Pooh. I don't care if you're married or separated. Can't deal with you can't deal with these children.
Not Big Pooh, bro.
Oh, Big Pooh!
So hold on. So let's sidebar for a minute since you said Big Pooh.
Oh, Shell, he really is. I ain't gonna take that away from you. You ain't Mama Angela. I ain't gonna take that away. You are a good dad. You're a good father.
Hey, man, it ain't about me. Look.
No, I'm just giving you your flowers
while you live.
Because if you roll over tomorrow, I'll be on your grave. No! Never be free!
Hey, man. So why you didn't tell me that Big Pooh had killed a white lady? I didn't know the lady was white.
Oh, I thought you knew.
I didn't.
Oh.
They finna fry her ass. Do you understand me? And she was doing all that talking.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
Freddie said, what about the women with 4 kids? They ain't make the 4 kids by themselves.
I think that's like a limit he's saying, though. Like, is that acceptable? I don't know. Is that like what we was talking about, the kid limit? I asked y'all, what's y'all kid limit if you're dating somebody or...
Well, okay, so let me speak from this experience. I have a friend that has 5 kids. I always break... When you have more than 3 kids, I have to break your kids down. And what I mean, I have to break your kids down, I have to break them down. Her oldest kid is adopted. She had 2 kids by the same guy, and then she had 2 by her ex-husband. They're in patterns. They ain't by 5 different men. You see what I'm saying? You can tell it was relationships within that. Like, oh boy, 3 with his first, 2 with his wife. He got 5 kids, but they was relationship and marriages. If you got 8 or 9 children, and out of them 8 or 9, you got 7 or 8 baby mamas, it's a no. It's a hard no. That would be my baby daddy. That would be my baby daddy. Should be real. That's a hard no. But yes, if they have 4 kids, and the majority of them 4 kids was with somebody that they love and they was in a relationship with, they hit different. They hit different.
So it doesn't. So what? Let me make it clear what you're saying. What you're saying is it doesn't make a difference how many. It's just the pattern that they was born. Is that what you're saying? It's
the rotation of how many.
You just can't have 5 and 5 mamas.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
5 and 4 mamas. Because you can meet somebody that's married or separated. They done been with this person for 20-some years, and they got 4 kids together. All their kids is by this one person. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have their children back to back. You got to think about that too. Some people have their kids back to back. Some people have them.
That's not answering the question though.
Now I'm saying in a realistic realm, going back to the original question, can you date somebody who is married or separated? If that person was married and they have more than the number of kids I want to date somebody with who's single, then I would say yes, because they were married. They had their kids like they were supposed to have their kids in a family, in a home setting. Now you out here single, never been married, and you got 8 or 9 children. It's just
okay.
Yeah.
So once again, everybody, do y'all have a kid limit out here? You know, some folks will say, well, like you say, you ain't dating them over 2 kids, 3 if they
Dating. Exactly.
grown. Okay, but dating may lead to marriage, right?
Okay, so I need to know your history of your kids.
Okay. Y'all holler at us, drop them in the comments, man. You know, I can't talk to you. You got 3 or 4, 5. What y'all doing?
Yeah. Because, see, I know somebody who has a total of 5, but biologically 3 are only theirs. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, that's a difference. You know?
Okay.
That's a hard difference. Plus, I bond with all of them. You know, once you get around somebody and you get to know somebody, it hits a little bit different. Like, you just have to know, like, on a strict personal level, you know the type of dude that's approaching you. I don't know no drug dealer coming to me and he got 5 and 6 kids. I know how you moving. That means you ain't really doing what you supposed to do.
Nah, that ain't necessarily true.
I said what I said.
No, that ain't necessarily true, though. You know what I'm saying? I know some heavy hitters in the street, and they got a lot of
You
kids.
know some heavy hitters with a lot of kids?
Yeah.
That's why. Because they heavy hitters.
But you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they major.
I know them too.
Okay. But I was just, anyway.
A lot of people don't understand why I love Jeezy the way that I love Jeezy.
But that ain't even relevant.
I'm just telling you, he a street dude.
Okay.
And he a rapper.
All right.
How many kids Jeezy got?
But,
How many kids does he have?
I don't know. I don't follow him like that. That's your nigga.
You wanna know how many he got? On a heart, I think he got 3.
Okay.
And I think that little girl is the last one. I know for sure 3. Yeah.
Okay, and
That part. So
Okay,
you could be a
well,
street dude with less than 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you moving and grooving. Hey Siri. But that's just being.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
See, you got that helpful talk.
Cut off. But can you date somebody who is married but separated?
Folk can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Folks ain't gonna tell you the truth though.
Nah, hell no.
They gonna dress it up and make
Is
it
it
real
right?
for you.
Is it right though?
I wanna live righteous and holy.
Please.
Child, please. That man was dealing with somebody else when you met him. And that woman was too. She lied. But didn't Pastor Troy make a song? Lying about a crib, living with a nigga.
Wow.
So he did?
I just said wow, like, yeah, you know, that brought it back to me. You know, the last time I heard something.
I always got a swisher right by her bed. Yeah. Bathroom mirror full of cologne.
Wow.
See, you can't say that at my house because I wear cologne too. So, you know, can't say that at my house. But it's realistic. I think if I met
Cole
a
said no more than 2 inside the house.
who?
Nicole. Cole.
Gina said I have 5 kids, so it depends. Cole said no more than 2 kids inside the house. Okay. That makes sense. Because then when you come in, you're going to have to be responsible and take care of all them children. You're going to have to be a helping hand. You can't love the mama or the daddy and not love them children. That's a hard situation to be into somebody and don't bond with their kids. How does that work?
I don't know. It won't be hard for me because you can't love my kids. You get the fuck on. I'm sorry. Yeah, nah, that ain't enough for me to think about.
The crazy part about it, sometimes kids be their life. You know what I'm saying? They like when I'm around Gina, her kids give me life. Every last one of them. Like they individually do something that just brightens my day or make my little heart smile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
you got to be a true G too to accept other people's kids, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, that come with you know,
Cole said, "Man, look, that's a whole nother show."
it is cold for real. But a lot of times
talk
too,
about that
man,
next Tuesday.
men. I mean, I'm just not gonna single men out, but a lot of times, you know, they'll get in these relationships and they'll just see that it's too much to handle. And the women always say, you know what I'm saying, he got baby mama drama. But sure, women be having daddy drama too. Because,
Yeah.
you know, some of these niggas don't want folk over their kids. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And like you say, that is another show. Because it's some things in that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't necessarily like. But, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I just think you should go in and then, like you say, if you love that
That's
man,
right, Freddie.
love that man or that woman, you know what I'm saying, you should go in and have that love and respect for those kids.
D said sometimes the kids rebel against the step parents.
True.
That is
That's
true. Cause and then sometimes these kids that been through so much and so many relationships, they be tired. They be tired and weary and lethargic whatever how you say it. Lethargic.
Tired and weary. What? What you just said, fool?
They be tired of going through relationship after relationship.
Yeah. You talk about other kids, but see that plays a part in. That's why you should definitely know you rocking with this person before kids come around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you know you ain't finna be with this person or you got no serious interest in love, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't bring that person around the kid. You know what I'm saying? I just told somebody this and they got mad. I don't meet kids.
So she just asked, Sakita said, what if you bond with the kids but the baby mama / daddy is the issue? That goes back to...
Say that again.
What if you bond with the kids but they baby daddy or the baby mama is the issue?
Yeah. All of that comes into play when you entering new relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't never know how that's going to go. And then, too, you never know how a kid is going to respond to somebody new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The kid could like them. Kid could tolerate them. Or the kid could just be like, nigga, you ain't my dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't my mama. That's coming somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's coming somewhere. So
I remember when I first started talking to Kaylin's mom, and she told me, she was like, don't rush her to liking you or whatever. Give her time because she went through a lot with my ex. And, and I was like, no disrespect, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Me and her, two different people. You know what I'm saying? How I am is how I am, and how she is how she is. She's an ex for a reason. I'm a current situation. But, I listen to her because she's a parent. You know what I'm saying? And you know your kids better than I would. You know your child better than I would. But we was in a situation where I was there for her, and her daughter saw that. Kaylin saw that. And so she gravitated to that. The fact that I loved her mom that much. You know what I'm saying? Which is why me and Kaylin have the bond that we have. Me and her mom ain't been together in almost 6 years. Me and Kaylin talk almost every day or every other day. You see what I'm saying? So I think once you go into these situations, these relationships, and you build these bonds with these kids, don't stop because the relationship stop. You know what I'm saying? The marriage or the separation stop and y'all done bonded with these outside kids. Like, don't do that because you don't know what you tearing apart from them. Because they may be lacking that outside of that part. So that, like Cole said, that is a hard subject. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, you have to know people before you had relationships and situations going on before y'all got together. You don't know how they bonded with them folks. You don't know what type of relationship they had. You don't know what was said. So now you got to come in and gain all of this from them, and try to pick up the pieces to make it be better. When you caught like a deer in the headlight. Because again, the kids be tired. You're married, you're going through a separation, you're here, you're there. Some people keep their kids and travel with their kids when they have them on the weekend. Folks be coming over there, you think your kids sleep, they be up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like your son said, I heard y'all in there making noises. So you think your children be asleep, but they be up. So you have to just be mindful of that. When you out here moving and grooving in these streets. Realistic, just being honest. Right. And that's just how I am. And I tell anybody when I first meet them, I tell them off the bat, yes, I got 2 kids. I have 1 biological kid and I have a bonus daughter. I don't ever reference her as my stepdaughter. Ever. Number 1, she's not my stepdaughter. I never married her mom. Number 2, if I did, she wouldn't be considered my stepdaughter. She would be what she is, my bonus child. Like, I'm not going to do something for Jalen and I don't look out for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, if I ever got rich anytime soon, they both will have trust funds set up to them where it'll release at different ages. They'll get a certain amount of money. Both of them. Those are my kids. And that's going to be what it is. And it never changes. But I also tell people when when you're married and you're separated, be honest. Tell me what's going on. Don't lie. Tell me what's going on at home. Y'all sleep in the same bed. She in one room, you in another room. You up, she down. Because if y'all in the same house,
you ain't gonna never get that truth.
if y'all in the same house, I already know y'all sleeping in the same bed. You ain't gotta lie to me. Why would you not sleep in the bed that you paid for, that you know comfortable, it informed to your side, your shape? Why would you not sleep in your bed? As a man of the house, why would you not sleep in your bed? Make it make sense. Now, if you in two different places, there's a difference. Then I know it's legit. And if y'all have been separated over a year, it hit different. If it's been 3 to 4 months, y'all still in there we could get back together stage. So you want your timeline. So your timeline. If they tell you, I'm separating, going through a divorce. Well, how long y'all been going? It's been about 2-3 months. Nah, I'm good, bro. 6 months to a year, you can kind of believe it. Over 2 years, let it go. They ain't going back.
Yeah, like I say, 6 months, man. You know, you'd probably pretty much you experience seeing things that you haven't, if you know, since you was before you was married. So, you know what I'm saying, you feeling different things, you doing different stuff. So it's really at that time it's just kind of dead. But you know what I'm saying, some folks keep, you know, they keep hope alive and stay in it and see what it's gonna be.
Right.
You know, but
That's just
everybody different.
Everybody different. Because, I mean, you can't say what you won't do. You can't say you won't date somebody married that's separated. Because how you going to get to know somebody? Y'all don't have to necessarily sleep together, but y'all could build that friendship that y'all swear y'all be wanting in these relationships. I want a best friend. I want a mentor.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I want
So,
a
D, let me ask you something, bro. Can your old lady be your mentor?
No.
Ah, what I told you. That shit just ain't gonna fly. Cause you a mentee.
Hold on. Cole said discuss each other's parenting style when dating before you intertwine the children. Not doing so can be that. What is that?
What?
What's that word?
Distraught?
That's not distraught.
It's not?
No.
I don't know what that is. That's distraught, bro. Hold on, let me read what she said.
Right. Because that's not distraught. You spell distraught with an A-U-G-H-T. Disastrous. That's what it is.
Oh, damn,
I had to sit there and look at it again.
That's Ebonics, right? All right, Cole, you a big time realtor now. What the hell is this? Shit.
Got us over here putting our thinkers on like, okay, wait a minute. What she said?
Yeah,
Disastrous.
Man. I mean, that's true, though. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be discussed. And this something
She
else.
said yes.
This is
Tiffany talking about some sign it out.
This is something else that I've seen, too. I've seen people date and that person be all for that other person's kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get into that situation or get married, you turn on those children. You see what I'm saying? So that goes back to
I had
what people
passed out. Did you see it on the camera? Look.
So that goes back to when people be like, I mean, what they were saying in the comments earlier about, you know what I'm saying, being true up front, or you get, what you said, you get the representative first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then once you get in there, like, you know what I'm saying, that to me, I just think that's dangerous to get into the relationship and then all of a sudden you mistreating this child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You played the game to get him or get her. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that up. So, yeah, I mean, that whole...
Oh, wait a minute. Freddie said if that man calls you and say, I'm coming to get the kids for the weekend to give you a break, he coming to get the kids that aren't his kids, you should be all in with him.
I don't know about all that.
Freddie, Freddie. Make it plain to us, baby, because you know when you've been in a relationship or a marriage, when you've been in a marriage, because we are talking about married but separated. When you have married somebody and they had kids previously before y'all got together, and then y'all had kids together, they formed a bond with them kids. And I get what you're saying when he called to say, "Hey, I'm gonna come get the kids." Those other kids may want to go too. Because they have been around him. That's like another active father in their life. You know what I'm saying? If he's okay with that, then that's fine. But some of them have their own daddies too. So some of them may go with their own daddies, or they may go over somebody else's house. Depending on the age, they might not even want to fuck with you at all. They might want to go over their friend's house or the cool cousin or auntie house. But I get what you're saying. If that's what you're saying, I understand and I get that.
Somebody said if we dating, you're not getting my kids on the weekend. I definitely agree with that.
Oh, wait a minute. What he was talking about? He was talking if you date?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I thought he was just saying in general. No, then be careful when you married, when you like going through these situations and there are kids involved. And this person is married and separated. Be careful because you saw what that police officer ran up on them folks in the park. And then you have to be careful. Because sometimes your kids can be in the car with these folks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I just feel that you got to be careful, period, man. And
Freddie, that is true. Get all of them. Okay, I get what you're saying.
This is man or woman. You have to be careful with who you're dating and know, because, you know, we had the situation with the nigga in Bellsville telling the little girl, you know, show herself. You know what I'm saying now?
Yeah, he from regular Bellsville. He ain't from Big Bellsville.
I don't know what that little baby daddy was, or is she in the life or anything, but anything that comes towards my kids with any type of disrespect or mistreating them, man, I would spend the rest of my life in jail. Because I'm going to kill your ass.
Yeah. Flat out.
Ain't even nothing to think about.
Flat out.
I call Red and tell her, hey, get the bond ready, baby, because I'm finna go do it. Because that shit that he was doing to that little girl,
yeah.
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying?
I put oatmeal pies and black and mouse on your books.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be some.
With some noodles.
But
make sure your commissary stay stocked.
Yeah, you gotta screen these people, man, and that ain't just men. That's men and women, because it be some women out here weird too. You know what I'm saying? And me, or just plain being disrespectful or dirty to kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a guy that was dating this chick. And he was saying when he would leave his kids there, or when they would come over to the house when he would be at work on the weekend, she would only feed them kids one time, man. That's some dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? You letting your kids eat all day, but you letting these kids eat one time? Man, I would have tore her ass down. Nah, that ain't cool. You don't mistreat no child. You don't do that.
What her name is?
I ain't finna put no names out there, but you know, you feeding these children one time in a whole day. You wait till the daddy get back before they eat.
That goddamn Freddie said, "B, I'm in the car with you like on Boys in the Hood."
Hey man, let me tell you something.
I can see Freddie out the back window now.
Yeah, man, I'm bringing it to your doorstep, dog.
Yeah, I mean that's true though. That's why I was like, you know, when you dating somebody that's married or separated, you have to be careful with what comes with that, because you know, you don't know how that other partner is. You don't know the crazy level that they possess. And then y'all be out here caught up in a real life fatal attraction in this motherfucker. Like,
true that.
Real talk. And then now y'all kids are intertwining up in this situation. Y'all just have to be careful how y'all moving and grooving with these folks. Like, if that's something y'all choose to do, then hey, you know, just be careful with it. Like, we grown. We ain't here to judge you. Judge your mammy. She done did a whole lot of shit. I know mine did. A whole lot of shit. May she rest in peace, but my mama did a lot of shit. So I can't judge nobody else.
Let me ask you this, man. I had this conversation a few weeks ago. And, you know, just certain stuff that you do as a grown person and you got kids. Mm-hmm. Do you just sit up and think about, when you think about it, the shit that your parents was doing and we didn't know better then? You ever thought about that? The stuff we do now, right? Right, with kids. That same shit we seen our parents do. We just didn't know better.
Well, actually, I seen my mom. My dad, I never really seen my dad do much.
One or the other. That's what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I've only seen my dad used to drink iced tea. I found out as I got older there was no goddamn iced tea. There was Long Island iced tea. You know what I'm saying? He used to buy it in he used to buy it in a jug from this little store in Pipe Shop. They used to sell it in by the jug. And I used to always say, Dad, I want to try some tea. To this day, you may see me drink hot tea, but you'll never see me drink sweet tea. Ever.
I drank it.
To this day,
down.
I asked him. I said something to him about it before he died, like last year. I was like, Daddy, so I'm about to be 38. You still lying about that Long Island iced tea? I don't know what you're talking about. It was sweet tea. He gonna lie. He gonna take that to the grave. But yeah, I saw more stuff with my mom than I did with my dad. And I would say because my mom was living differently. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes my mama day, like my little brother daddy and my little sister and them daddy, oh, they was street. They were hood. They bought all my little Jordans and Cortez, Nikes and stuff like that because that's what they was in. Yeah. You know, they were street. That was something she was attracted to. And that could be why I never really was attracted to street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw what she went through with my little brother daddy. That just wasn't for me. I didn't want to deal with it. I ain't want no parts of it. So that's why I was like, yeah, I think some of the stuff that we do now, yeah, it trickled from that. You know, I was 38 and I couldn't even have a drink in front of my dad. Alcoholic beverage.
Well, I think that's just the way we was raised, man, and the level of respect. Like, you know, I don't really cuss like that in front of my mama. And, you know, like if we talking about something or I'm reiterating a story, I may do it. But just around here, hey, Mom, what the hell you doing? What you got going on today? Shit, and that, no, that ain't.
I was,
you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
ready and play that.
Like
so, no, it's just the way we were raised. You know what I'm saying? But certain kids out here now, man, they ain't got no respect for their parents. They do what they want to do, say what they want to say because that's, you know what I'm saying, their parents have allowed them to.
Jalen tried it one time.
Yeah, well, I ain't never tried.
He felt bass in his chest. A whole lot of bass.
Yeah, I ain't never tried.
He felt that, what that song called? Boom, 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 baby. All right, y'all, we got to wrap it up, y'all. It has been a wonderful Tuesday. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Hey, we are looking for sponsors for Petty Church Conversation. Sponsor is where you want to advertise your business and it flashes across the screen at the bottom. So we'll say tonight, Petty Church is brought to you by Danger Clothes. Danger Clothes is located at such and such and such and such. If you guys would like to get in contact with them, here's the number. So, or if you guys just want to sponsor the show, we'll put your name up there. Like, you may not have a business, but you want to sponsor the show for the month. So we'll say today, you know, this month the show is sponsored by, let's just throw a name, May. May sponsored the show, so May name will show up at the bottom of the screen throughout the whole entire show. So get with us, get with B or myself, and we'll let y'all know how y'all can become sponsors for Petty Church. B, you good?
I'm straight like Indian house.
I be trying. I be really trying.
What?
But thank y'all for tuning in
straight
again.
Like that yak. They still say that? Yes. Women don't wear that no more. I know y'all into bundles and shit now.
Bitches still wear yakking.
And once upon a time, now that what they had to get now.
They still wear it.
That's dead. That's dead now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, y'all stay changing up.
You got some people in the comments asking you questions. All right, y'all.
Hold on, what are that? Let me go back. I was trying to be nosy on something.
Right. See what I'm saying? While he being nosy, if y'all would like to become sponsors, we'll also cut a commercial just for y'all with your logos. If y'all have logos and stuff like that, where your logos will pop up on the screen and, you know, all of that. You know, we got y'all. All right, y'all. We are out of here until next Tuesday.
Cool. Y'all can just message me. Go on Facebook, Brandon Hicks Sr. And get at me on Messenger. I'll get with y'all.
Gina said me. I'm bitches. Some of that damn hell.
Oh, she wear yak.